of Lagos. From hot transfer gist to Champions League drama, from Nigeria football madness to global sport cruise, we bring the vibes, the analysis, and pure football fire.
On your marks, get set, go!
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
No long talk. This is where sports meets swagger. No boring breakdowns, just pure energy, passion, and premium banter with your favorite crew on deck every week. Sport Cruise, where sports meets vibe.
That is a princely strike from John Duran.
Hello, my name is Godwin Enoch and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
C쏘ᴏʀᴛs Cʀᴜɪsᴇ.
Come on. Once again, it's on. You know how we do. Absolute day here. Flavor in the house. And I make a no more night. Money for life, no be by hustling. If your time never reach, I'm a bone struggling. God talk, stay now.
Alright, welcome to Sports Cruise on Mainland 98.3 FM. I'm super excited because it is March Day at the ongoing FIFA World Cup 2026. Remember, 48 nations started this competition last month. They just 16 left. So we've got into the quarterfinals right now. We've got 8 teams left. I beg your pardon. We've got to the quarterfinals right now. From here, we'll move to the semifinals. And of course, we'll move to the finals on the 19th of January. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your #1 Draft and Sports Show on radio in the Lagos. It is Sports Cruise. And I've got so much stories for you today. My favorite girl, Coco Gauff, has just been knocked out of the ongoing Wimbledon after she lost her game. I'm going to give you an update on that. We've also got some transfer stories. Arsenal are continuing to pursue a midfielder and of course captain of Newcastle, Bruno Guimaraes. A bid of £55 million was rejected. £65 million has been rejected, but it seems Mikel Arteta is keen on bringing in the hard tackling midfielder ahead of a very big expectations are for the new season for the Gunners after breaking their 22 years wait for a Premier League title last season. Well, will they be able to do it back to back, or you think teams like Chelsea with a new manager Tottenham Hotspur survived a relegation last season, finished 17 back-to-back, but they've got a couple of players also. And they brought in Sandro Tonali for £100 million from Newcastle. And they've also brought in Hernandez from relegated West Ham for £85 million. Or is it going to be Manchester City? New manager, former Chelsea boss Enzo Maresca, had also taken over. Or could it be Liverpool? And they also have the former Bournemouth manager, Anthony Raola, as their new manager. Or could it be Nottingham Forest? Remember, the former coach of Crystal Palace had also switched over to Nottingham Forest. So there's a lot to talk about on the show today. We'll also look deeply into the game tonight, 9 p.m. The first game in the quarterfinals of the World Cup comes up tonight. We're talking about France and Morocco. It's a big game to look out for. 10 African teams got to the World Cup. 9 of them got to the round of 32. Only 1 is left moving into the quarterfinals. Remember as well that the last World Cup in Qatar in 2022, Morocco got to the semi-finals, and that is the farthest that any African country have been to at the World Cup, and they would hope to probably upturn the cards and upset every single predictions tonight as they play the Les Bleus. Remember, France have made it to back-to-back World Cup finals. They won it in 2018 when they defeated Croatia by 4-2, and they lost VAR penalties in the last one in Qatar to Argentina. Well, there's a lot to talk about on the show today as well. We'll also look at some of the major transfer stories for Chelsea. And they've let go of Andre Santos to Manchester United, £50 million. Are they bringing a replacement? They've got a new manager, Xabi Alonso, a former Liverpool midfielder and former Real Madrid manager as well. Is in charge right now of the London side. We'll also have a new manager, Fulham, a former Liverpool midfielder, and talking about Arbeloa. Yes, Alvaro Arbeloa is now the new manager at Craven Cottage after their former manager decided to move to take over to replace Mourinho at Benfica. So it looks like everyone is just recycling, especially the Italian side. I welcome once again to the show. We'll also give you every details we need to know, and I could just be gracious enough today and do some giveaway. You can predict correctly the winner between France and Morocco. I could give you something to have a good weekend. Welcome to Sports Schools. We've got bills to pay. So because today is Thursday, right? So all of the songs we get to play on the show today, even on the station, are throwback songs of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. That's why we started the show today with one of my favorite collaborations of all time, MC Love, featuring Flavor, and they call that one Sunday or Wendy. So when I come back, I'm going to start with Konga and Olamide, and they call that one, Konga, Da Green, and Remi Aluko, they call that one Kaba Kaba. Maybe I've just been imagining, Konga coming up with a remake of that song and featuring Olamide on that remix. It's going to be crazy. But let's play some beats. When we come back, the show returns. I'm going to be returning with Kaba Kaba because tonight somebody must sare Kaba Kaba. Is it that you return to Paris or you return to Rabat in Morocco or you stay at the World Cup? I'm talking about the game between France and Morocco. It's a big night of football. Remember, Morocco seems to be the shining light for Africa in this one, and France, they look like a Trojan horse that's ready to break through every wall, bullying through and pushing through every opponent that they played at this World Cup. Kylian Mbappe has 7 goals already, and so they've got so much to fight for tonight. But hey, let's see who comes out tops. The game is going to be by 9 p.m. tonight, and for everyone that have stayed in to watch the World Cup, thank you very much for being committed. Although Nigeria is not playing at the World Cup, but we still enjoy some breathtaking level of football. 273 goals have been scored already at this World Cup, and guess how many Chelsea have scored? Hello, only 1. Let's play some beats. When we come back, we go straight up into every details you need to know. We've got stories for you on cricket. We've got stories for you on F1. We've got stories for you on tennis and the big one.
My name is Cʀᴜɪ紛 and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos.
Lagos a move. Lagos a shine. From vision to legacy. Legacy to continuity.
My father used to say, Entobani Lira,
And what could be better than a government that puts the health of its people first? Today, more Lagosians now have access to affordable health insurance. Through İRsᴛ, children now have new hope. Through the Mercy Children's Hospital at Adeniji, families in Iba or Jo now have quality health care through the new 280-bed General Hospital. Expectant mothers and newborns are receiving quality care through mother and child centers in Ekpe, Aja, Badagry, Surulere, and Igondo. In fact, new health facilities in Ikorodu, Ikotu, and Debe, because when people have good health, they truly have everything. That is the legacy Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu is building for every Lagosian. Because, after all, Ìlera lọ́rọ̀, Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, leaving a lasting legacy.
Chai, my head oh. Oga landlord, why you dey shake like ceiling fan? Eh? My village people don't come again oh. This one with your body hot so, you don't do test? Yes, see result oh. Oga landlord, no be your village people oh. Na malaria, you need Luta. Luta na better medicine wey dey knack down malaria. Oya see am, take am. Thank you Oga Luta. I don't dey kampe.
Luta, brand of Artemata and Lumefantrine, is another quality product from Hovid, marketed by Pharmatex Nigeria Limited. If symptoms persist after 3 days, see your doctor.
Everybody say thanks, Luta. Malaria's in big trouble.
Good internet changes everything. The way you work, the way you relax, even the way you stay close to those who matter to you. That's what the Airtel 5G Smart Connect brings into your space. With the Airtel 5G Smart Connect, you can enjoy unlimited data, super fast speed, and even connect to multiple devices. All for just 25,000 Naira plus 15,000 Naira one-time installation fee. Visit the nearest Airtel shop or call 0911 000 0080 to switch to unlimited.
Airtel.
Supreme noodles boom boom, supreme noodles boom boom. Supreme noodles boom boom, supreme noodles boom boom.
Sit up supreme noodles, it go spark up your mood. So delicious, so tasty, young and old them love it. Springy, chewy with better aroma, rich with real chicken essence.
Supreme noodles boom boom, supreme noodles boom boom. Supreme noodles boom boom, supreme noodles boom boom.
Sidap Supreme Noodles with real chicken essence.
Supreme noodles boom boom.
Sidap Supreme Noodles.
Every legacy has a beginning. From the day it took the oath of office, the work began. And 7 years later, the evidence is everywhere you look. From the Sᴘᴏʀᴛ housing scheme to the Igbobo housing development, new communities are rising across the state. From the new Mercy Children's Hospital to the Ojo General Hospital, healthcare is reaching more families. From the Blue Line Rail to the Red Line Rail and the Okpebi-Mende Link Bridge, Lagos is moving. From the Tolu School Complex to LASUTECH and LASUD, tomorrow's leaders are being prepared today. This is more than the story of the projects completed. It is the story of a fulfilled vision.
From vision to legacy, legacy to continuity.
Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, leaving a lasting legacy.
Legacy to continuity.
At Mainland FM, we take our stand between the power and the people. Not partisan, we bend to no side. Truth is our side, and we never run. Bitter or sweet, we say it straight. Building fairness for all sides. Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom are about to cut the cake.
It's about to go down.
Wait!
My love, wetin happen?
Before I marry you, the TV where you promise, the fridge nko, where e dey? Washing machine nko, will I be using my hands to wash clothes in 2026?
Cancel this wedding. Relax, everybody. Who said I must buy everything once? I use CDK. CDK? Yes, so I dey pay small. Fridge, washing machine, even solar system. Na CDK.
So all those things don't already dey house?
Abba, since last month.
Pastor, continue the wedding.
Why
stress yourself. Get phones, TVs, solar appliances, furniture, and more on CDCare. Pay small, small. Zero interest, normal market price. Download CDCare today. Telephone 0707 454 3005.
CDCare. Pay small, small. Live big, big.
Election day is not Owambe day. It is not movie and football day. It is not laundry day. Election day is the day you decide your next 4 years. The law says every Nigerian 18 and above can choose their leader. So when you say your vote does not matter and you stay home, you forfeit your right to demand accountability. One vote has sacked bad leaders before. One vote has built clinics. One vote can change your street. So this election day, wake up, carry your PVC, go to your polling unit and vote peacefully. Because if you do not vote, you don't get to complain later. Your rights, your vote, your future. This message is brought to you by Mainland 98.3 FM.
From vision to legacy, legacy to continuity.
Lagos, Lagos, Lagos they move. City rising high. Every day we touch the sky. From the streets to shining light. Lagos strong, we day alright. Things have changed, we've seen the proof. Better days are breaking through. Hand in hand, we stand as one. Lagos move and we go on.
Lagos they move, move, move. Lagos they shine, shine, shine. From vision to legacy, legacy to continuity.
Lagos keep moving on, we dey build our destiny. Oh, yeah.
Every corner, every lane, progress running through our veins. Dreams are leaving not in vain. Lagos rising once again. We remember how it was. Now we thank the change because future brighter than before. Lagos rising evermore.
From vision to legacy, legacy to continuity. Together we are one big city. Lagos for you and me.
Lagos they move, move, move. Lagos they shine, shine, shine. From vision to legacy, legacy to continuity.
Lagos keep moving on, we dey build our destiny. Oh, yeah.
Lagos they move, move, move. Lagos they shine, shine, shine. From vision to legacy, legacy to continuity.
Lagos keep moving.
Legacy to continuity.
New Bisco Costa time is for you and I. You can vibe with it at snack time. Creamy, crunchy, pick it, eat it, have it, share it. New Bisco there for you. Oh, creamy, crunchy, pick it, eat it, have it, share it. New Bisco there for you.
Creamy, crunchy, new Bisco Coaster.
Anytime, any day, no darling, anyway. Ginger candy, day for you, and for you, and for you. It's sweet for mouth, it's sweet for mouth. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's sweet Cǒ-foods, that's sweet Cǒ-foods. Leave it steady, make a move. Oh yeah, ginger, ginger, ginger candy. Oh yeah, ginger your day, ginger candy. Ginger, ginger, ginger candy. Ginger your day, ginger candy. Oh yeah, ginger, ginger, ginger candy. Oh yeah, ginger your day, ginger candy. Ginger, ginger, ginger candy. Oh, ginger candy.
Oh, yes! He did it! That's astonishing. It's absolutely world class.
This is not your regular sports show. This is Sport Cruise, only on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. From hot transfer gist to Champions League drama, from Niger football madness to global sport cruise, we bring the vibes, the analysis, and pure football fire.
On your marks, get set, go!
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
No long talk. This is where sports meets swagger. No boring breakdowns, just pure energy, passion, and premium banter with your favorite crew on deck every week. Sport Cruise, where sports meets vibe.
That is a princely strike from Cʀᴜ.
Hello, my name is Sᴘᴏʀᴛ and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
And this for the club.
That great con got ready algo. Man far away why you all look cool. Who do this beat now lay low. Say low top timbo shit go who do. Sari kaba kaba phobia at the back. Top timbo sari mado de la back. Dutch body and should the quad timbo. Sari for fence my joe de sumbo. Do kaba kaba shit with it. No be shit shit. One bullet with it. I'm on my minute. They the lower dilly. But it go better. Give me the little with it. Hey Mashaya BA. We are now West saying. Hold up power. Move I like to go up with you.
Radio station, conquer for direction. If make you the Allah, the border, the Kamal, ọmọ naija rúfọ̀ padà apọ̀dà jáṣẹ mọ́ká retaliation ọmọ alájà ọlọ́pàá o agbábí àgbà o wọ́n ti pọ̀ wá o ẹ̀mọ́ làwọ̀ o. Oya sáré kàbàkàbà kàbàkàbà kàbàkàbà oya tú kàbàkàbà.
gentlemen, if you're streaming this show live on Facebook or on our YouTube page, then you'll understand the energy in the studio because we're preparing tonight at 9 p.m. as the 2 times finalists of the FIFA World Cup are talking about France, and they will be squaring up against the defending champions of the African Cup of Nations, talking about the Atlas Lions of Morocco tonight at the first game in the quarterfinals of the ongoing FIFA World Cup. Remember, the 3 host nations of United States, Canada, and Mexico have been knocked out of the competition. So we've got young, energetic French team alongside a very mixed of experience and quality within the Moroccan side, and it's going to be a massive game to look out for tonight. Well, France and Morocco, all you need to know about the game. France and Morocco are set to face each other tonight on a high-profile FIFA World Cup 2026 quarterfinal in the Boston Stadium in the United States, and that's going to be by 9 p.m. The French reached the last 8 after topping Group I, and then they beating Sweden in the round of 32, and of course Paraguay in the round of 16 in the knockout round, with Kylian Mbappé continuing his golden boot charge. Morocco, meanwhile, finished second in Group C before defeating the Netherlands on penalties in the round of 32 and defeating the co-host Canada to continue their historic run as well. So ahead of the key clash, France and Morocco, here are the major details that you really need to look out for in that game. For the head-to-head, ladies and gentlemen, they faced each other 6 times in international football. France have won 4 of those 6, and 2 have ended in a draw. So in international football, Morocco have not beaten France in 6 games, 4 wins for France and 2 draws. So this is going to be their 7th meeting, and hopefully Morocco would have their first win at this time around. Morocco are still searching for their first ever win over France inside 90 minutes. Their only competitive meeting came in the FIFA World Cup, the 2022 semi-final, where France defeated Morocco 2-0 in Qatar. Remember, Morocco were running a Cinderella story in Qatar 2022, and they were so close. In fact, that is the farthest any African country have gone after Ghana failed to beat Uruguay in 2010 World Cup. Well, it was this same French team that ended Morocco's journey at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar when they defeated them 2-0 in Qatar. So, France have been one of the strongest teams at this World Cup, winning 5 straight matches and scoring 13 goals in the tournament so far. With their coach Didier Deschamps' side toppled Group I before seeing off Sweden and Paraguay in the knockout stages. Morocco are also unbeaten in 5 World Cup 2026 matches. They finished second in Group C and then they went on to defeat the Netherlands on penalty before beating Canada in the round of 32 and in the round of 16. The Atlas Lions are unbeaten in 10 matches in all competition going into these quarterfinals. So you also need to look at it. The France and Morocco, the game is going to kick off at 9 p.m. Nigerian time, like I said, and it's going to be a massive game to certainly look out for. 09136000410. Tell me your predictions. France versus Morocco. Well, the Minister of Sport in France, in Morocco, has said Morocco is not playing for Africa. And I like that statement. He said Morocco is playing for Morocco. That every African country had the opportunity of qualifying for the World Cup. If you did not qualify, that's a problem. If you qualified and you got knocked out at the group stages, like Tunisia, that's the Ivory Coast, the Ghana, the Cape Verde. In fact, I think I can excuse Cape Verde from that category because nobody even expected them to qualify for the World Cup in the first place until they won the entire World Cup. They did not lose a game in 90 minutes. They had a draw against Spain, they had a draw against Uruguay, they had a draw against Saudi Arabia, and Messi's Argentina needed 120-minute own goal to beat them 3-2. So I can remove Cape Verde from this conversation. But Morocco is saying tonight, Morocco is playing for Morocco. They are not playing for Africa. So it is Morocco versus France, a repeat of the semi-final of the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, where Les Blues went on to play in the final and lost to Argentina. Remember, at that particular crazy night, and a lot of people felt like if Sᴘᴏʀᴛ had converted that late goal, in fact, almost the last kick of the extra time, it would have been double World Cup win for Kylian Mbappé and Didier Deschamps. But hey, another history tonight: 6 games, 4 wins for France, 2 draws for France, no win for Morocco against France. Could that change tonight, or is it going to be 7 out of 7? Maybe it's going to be 5 wins and 2 draws for France, but let's keep our fingers crossed. But tonight, it is one of the other 8 games, or the other 8 games, and this one, there's 7 other games in the quarterfinal before we see who gets through to the semi-final, where 4 teams will be left, and then we'll also wait for who makes it to the final. Is it going to be Argentina versus Spain? Is it going to be Argentina versus France? Is it going to be Norway that have a solid Cinderella run for themselves at this World Cup? We keep our fingers crossed. But tonight, it is France versus Morocco. Well, we're still staying in the FIFA World Cup, but this time around, it is Christian Eriksen will begin his individual rehabilitation in Denmark after collapsing during a friendly game last month. He collapsed during the match against Ukraine in Odessa in June, with the games being stopped in the 65th minute and abandoned shortly after. The 34-year-old midfielder was able to walk from the field. And the former Manchester United and Tottenham midfielder was fitted with an implantable cardiovascular defibrillator, that's the ICD, a type of a pacemaker, after suffering a cardiac arrest during the Euro 2020 match against Finland. That is in 2021. Remember, the Euro 2020 was played in 2021 because of COVID. So following last month's incident, he said it was a different situation from what happened in 2021, and explained his ICD did exactly what it was designed to do, from protecting me when I needed it. He also said he was doing well and he was at home with his family. Eriksen plays for German side Wolfsburg, who have confirmed that he will shortly bring on an individual rehabilitation program ahead of the next season. Following discussions with the VfL managing director at 𝐷𝐴𝐻, it was decided that the 34-year-old will complete it in his native Denmark before he returns to Germany. VfL remains in a regular contract with Christians, and his doctors and his family overseeing his treatment will continue to work Christians, and let's see where all of that would eventually run out. Eriksen was unable to play his Serie A side Inter Milan after his initial cardiac arrest because of the rules in Italy prohibiting players play from competing if they have ICDs, but resumed his career with Brentford in 2022, 8 months after his first on-pitch incident. He then spent 3 years at Manchester United and has played for Wolfsburg since 2025 September. The Premier League and Bundesliga both allow players with ICD to complete. An ICD is a device about half size of a mobile phone with thin wires leading to an area around the heart. There are 2 main types of ICDs. One is fitted under the skin. The other one is acts like a mini defibrillator. Don't make me bite my tongue. Okay. So the most important thing is that Eriksen is good. Wolfsburg said they will not terminate this contract because the German Bundesliga allows you to play with an ICD. But do you think you should just say goodbye? Once lucky, twice lucky, you never can tell.
US, England, Germany, France, South Africa, Spain, Mexico, Japan, Korea, Netherlands.
While still staying with the FIFA World Cup, Lionel Messi stood at the center of Atlanta Stadium in flood of tears, sobbing on the shoulders of his teammates after he did another remarkable World Cup victory to the story of his incredible career. Argentina's great sporting icon had been captured on the giant screens, looking up in despair as the holders held Egypt trailed Egypt 2-0 and with less than 20 minutes to play. At that point, any tears Messi may have shed would have been the same on the draft of the great compatriot and contemporary Cristiano Ronaldo, who made an emotional farewell to the World Cup after Portugal's injury time loss to Spain. Instead, the defending Argentina decided that was simply not going to happen. Scoring 3 goals in 14 minutes to turn around is one of the most remarkable comebacks the World Cup I've ever seen. Messi may be 39 and doing so much of his work and a working pace these days, but the magic had not been diminished either by the passing years. Messi says, I feel so I let down my players by missing 2 penalties, but it was good enough that we were able to pull through and we moved to the next stage. And guess what? The next stage means they would play the conquerors of Colombia, which is Switzerland, on Sunday. Let's move away from the FIFA World Cup. Let's check what the All England club is saying as Cǒ have been knocked out from the semi-final stage of the Wimbledon.
Hello, my name is Sᴘᴏʀᴛ and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
Caroline Muchova served a match point before coming through an epic deciding set tiebreak to beat Cǒ and reach the first Wimbledon final. Muchova started the semi-final stronger in the pair, but Cǒ hit back and they could barely be separated in a high-quality third set. A two-time Grand Slam champion Cǒ came back from 4-1 down in the resulting tiebreak and has match point of the serve before sending a simple forehand into the net tip. Muchova also missed her first match point, but it was he who stood triumphant at the end with an astonishing 6-2, 7-6, 7-2 win in a switchery condition at the center court. The Czechs, a 10th seed, had reached 4 major semi-finals before Thursday match against Cǒ, but only once has she made it to the final, which is the 2023 French Open, where she was beaten in 3 straight sets by Iga Świątek. But Muchova will get another shot at the Grand Slam glory on Saturday, where she will face either compatriot Linda Luskova or Ukraine's 12th seed Marta Kuchoruk. And after reaching the victory, Muchova buried her face in the towel as she took a moment to absorb the enormity of her achievement, and she went on to say, "It was very nerve-wracking. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm shaking and I'm trying to sink it in." I talked about the 29-year-old Czech. Honestly, it was a big fight. It was a roller coaster, match point and then match point down. You don't have time to think at all. Muchova is the 3rd Czech player in 3 years to reach the women's singles final at the All England club and will be hoping to emulate Mateka Mustrova and Barbara Kristrova's success in the 2023 and 2024 respectively. On the part of Cǒ, a series of unforced error and a double force saw Gauff dropped early on in the one-sided first set, and she changed a forehand wide when she handed chance to break back. More misses on her forehand gifted Muchova a much-needed break lead, and the Czech kept her level consistently high to serve out the first set with an ace. Having taken a bathroom break before the second set, a re-energized Cǒ returned with more aggression, and she eventually found a way past Muchova on her 9th break point with a sublime cross-court backhand winner. The momentum stuck with Gauff as she flew through the next 4 games to force a deciding set of the delight of the crowd, the majority of whom appeared to be backing the 7th seed. The tension rose at the third set unfolded, and the pair entertained the 15,000 strong crowd at the center court with top quality ground strokes and sensational quick fire play at the net. It was fitting then that the match was decided by a tiebreak. From a 4-1 down, Cǒ somehow found her way to make it 6-6, and the twist and turn. But the crowd were left gasping in anguish as Cǒ approaching the net swiped the ball into the tape, and that was about the end of it. But the young American could not salvage the next one, planting a low forehand into the net. After an extraordinary 2 hours and 35 minutes, a winner finally emerged, and it is not Cǒ, but it is a compatriot from Czech Republic, Muchova. She's made it to the final at Wimbledon, and let's see if she will be lucky this time around to win her very first Grand Slam. Your life for Sports Cruise on Mainland 98.3 FM. I'm seeing your calls. I know a lot of you want to make predictions as regards what would happen between France and Morocco later tonight. I'll pick your calls, don't worry. But let's run through some of the transfer stories that we have. Brentford have signed former England striker Callum Wilson on a 12-month contract. Wilson was a free agent following his departure from the London Stadium after West Ham relegated from the Premier League last season. The 34-year-old arrival would come after Jadon Anthony joined from Burnley this summer as well. The bespoke Andrews said Wilson is a really good signing, an experienced Premier League player who has enough of goals to score and experience around the training ground. He provides competition for Brazilian international Igor Thiago, who the club insists is not for sale at any price, despite reports linking him to 80 or 90 million pounds bid, and he's been tempted away from Brentford. Callum is someone that everyone is familiar with. He's been a Premier League goal scorer for such a long time, according to the manager of Brentford, Kate Andrews. He gives us more options in that area at the pitch, and it would help Igor Thiago and ᴑɪᴜᴜ with the experience that they have. Remember, our Nigerian forward Aᴅᴏ will be playing for Brentford next season. Wilson has plenty of Premier League experience, having played for West Ham, Newcastle, and Bournemouth in top flight. He's also won 9 England caps between 2018 and 2023, scoring twice and featuring at the 2022 World Cup. He scored 7 goals in 32 appearances for West Ham last season as they were not able to escape relegation. Wilson has also been linked with a return to boyhood club Coventry City, who are returning to the top flight for the first time in 25 years after winning the championship last season. Well, let's run into some of the transfer stories that we have. Don't forget that former Leeds United, now he's former Leeds United goalkeeper, Mele had actually completed his signing for Arsenal. I know a lot of people didn't see that coming. For Illan Mele, who has been a top choice goalkeeper at Leeds for the entire last season without tasting a single Premier League action, has completed his move all the way from Leeds to Arsenal with a reported market price of £8 million. For Daley Blind, yes, Daley Blind, it is not only still playing, but he's now heading back to his hometown in Amsterdam, Ajax. After spending 3 years at the Spanish side Girona and getting relegated last season, he has now returned to Netherlands on a free transfer at the age of 36. I remember his time at the Premier League was not exactly a standard success, but Sᴘᴏʀᴛ had nevertheless built a reputation as a top European striker in the past decade. So fans may be perhaps surprised to see the Aᴅᴏ move back to Dutch side Utrecht to Japanese outfit transfer Hiroshima just at the age of 32. Remember, Luis Openda, one of the hottest commodities in the market just a few years ago, in his summer faded out, but last time he spent the entire loan at Juventus, scoring 2 goals in 32 games and seen his market value drop to €25 million. However, due to an obligation to buy, the old lady forked out the £42 million to make the signing permanent. Okay, for another former Arsenal player, for Jacob Kiwior, remember he was on loan at Porto last season. Now they made the deal permanent and it's an extremely low price. Arsenal made the habit of being poor selling in recent years, and this had not changed. He's joined the Portuguese side for £17 million. For his market value was supposed to be €35 million. Unfortunately, it seemed that had also dropped down. Okay, for homecoming of Raul Jimenez to Wolves is slightly an unusual one. The Mexican did some of his best work in goal at Wolverhampton before suffering a serious head injury in a collision with David Luiz, but he was Fulham top scorer in the Premier League last season, so a drop to the Championship is a bit out of the blues, especially given how short Fulham look right now. So, Raul Jimenez, he scored 2 goals at the World Cup for one of the host nation, Mexico. He has decided to go to the Championship to play for Southampton. For former Manchester City defender 𝛿ᴜᴜ, he's been an epitome of true professionalism at Manchester City and has always been ready to be called on and give his best. Last season, due to injuries and not being selected, his minutes dropped and is now completed an £8.2 million move to Turkish giant Fenerbahçe. Okay, so let's take a short break. We'll go back to the World Cup and we'll also pick your call 09136000410. Who wins it tonight? There's France. They made it to back-to-back World Cup finals, won it in 2018 in Russia, lost to Argentina in 2022, and it looks like it is France and anybody else to play it out on the 19th of July at the finals. But who would that be? But before that, France would have to find a way to maneuver a very tricky and unpredictable Atlas Lions of Morocco, the only African team remaining at the World Cup. Where would that pendulum swing tonight? Is it going to be France making it 5 wins in 7 matches over Morocco, or Morocco will get their first win in 7 games against France? We keep our fingers crossed. But let me take your call 09136000410. Okay, now let me pick your calls. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Oᴑᴜ.
You're welcome. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Emmanuel from Sangha.
Mr. Emmanuel, good to have you join us on the show today.
Yeah, no, there is no escape road for Morocco today. They are coming back to Rabat. They are not playing for Africa. They are playing for Morocco.
Are they playing for Africa?
So let them come back home and play for Morocco. So France all the way.
All right, so you're thinking
so
France...
no news about Osimhen moving.
Well, there's no news about Victor Osimhen moving so far. We'll still keep our fingers crossed. Thank you very much. 09136000410. Well, for Chelsea, Andre Santos have joined Manchester United for reported £50 million, £48 million initial fee, and £2 million in add-ons. How much of a move is that compared to other signings that other big clubs are doing? 09136000410. Morocco versus France tonight. Who wins it? Hello, good evening.
Morocco new.
You think Mr. Lawale,
you know what? You know what? The Moroccans, they are now like becoming too arrogant now. So I think it's right time they come. It's right time they came in, right?
I thought you wanted Morocco to win.
No. Okay, I say Morocco. I say Morocco you come home. There you go. And as for Chelsea, the Juma that drew out for them, try for them to sell that guy for such amount to Man U. Man U have started again. No problem. I don't.
Thank you very much.
I see them losing
you
rather.
are predicting 2-0 in favor of France. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. 09136000410. France will play the last African team remaining at the FIFA 2026 South American World Cup. Morocco or France? Who gets it tonight? Hello, good evening. Oh, we got a bit late. 09136000410. I would also pick some of your messages that we have here on WhatsApp. We're also streaming live on our social media pages. Our Facebook and our YouTube is on fire. We'll also pick some of the calls and read some of the messages that you have dropped right there for us. Okay. Okay, let me pick this one real quick. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Henry from Onibukun.
Mr. Larry, good to have you join us on the show today.
Henry.
Okay, Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Okay, go on.
I'm going with Morocco to win 2-1.
Okay, so you think Morocco will knock out France tonight?
Yes, 2-1.
Wow, 2-1. That's a massive call right there. Thank you very much, Mr. Henry. 3600-0410. Your live on Sports Cruise on Mainland 98.3 FM, Mondays to Fridays from 6 to 7 p.m. We'll have you with a blend of good music and top sports stories, especially as you try to move around the traffic. Maybe you're just closing from work, or maybe you're just trying to tidy up your desk, you're stuck in traffic. We've got you covered. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, you're welcome. Your name and where are you calling from?
I am Taiwo. I'm calling from Ejigbo.
Mr. Taiwo from Ejigbo. France, Morocco tonight. Who wins it?
France, 3-2.
You're not supporting your African brother?
No, I think France are the better side.
Thank you very much. You think France are the better side? Obviously, on paper, France seems to be the better side. They made it to back-to-back World Cup finals, and that's something major. And they've also remained unbeaten so far at this World Cup. And so if you look at their route to get to where they are today, you also look at Morocco are also unbeaten at this World Cup, by the way, in all of their games. They also knocked out one of the host nations in Canada, an emphatic 3-0 victory over Canada. So they're certainly not going to be pushovers tonight, but let's see who wins it. Hello, good evening. Oh, we got you a bit late. 09136000410. We're streaming on Facebook. Let's check some of the comments that you've dropped for us on Facebook before we come back and take some of the major stories that we have here as we gradually wrap up the show so that we can also go home and prepare for the big one tonight. Well, in a twist of call and decision, one of England's top players, former players, had actually predicted that England can actually win this World Cup. Hello, good evening.
Yeah,
you're welcome. Uche, why you hide your number?
No, the number is not there. It's right. I decided to hide the number.
Okay. Let's go, Uche.
Yeah. Also, have someone predicted 2-0 for France?
Yes, somebody predicted 2-0 for France.
So if I predict 2-0, don't go.
You say what?
No, I want to change my own color. I want to predict 2-0, but I will predict 3-1 to France to win.
Okay, so France to win 3-1 from Uche.
Yeah.
Okay, that is noted. 09136000410. I thought Africans are battling for Africa. I thought Africans should support an African brother. I think Africa should support the only African team left in the World Cup. Why is everybody tipping France tonight? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome. Your name and where are you calling from?
This is Mr. Demola from Igondo.
Mr. Demola from Igondo. France, Morocco tonight. Who wins it? Semi-final ticket on the table.
Well, France take the day. So there's no need.
You're not supporting Morocco. Mr. Demola?
No, how to learn only down can now. Let them do that. So call of him moment now. So let them play for themselves.
Thank you very much, Mr. Demola. This is Casey from Festac Extension. I'm enjoying your show. In as much as I want France to go home, I don't want Morocco to further because they have been playing for themselves. France all the way. Okay, thank you very much. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Sports Cruise. France, Morocco tonight. Semi-final ticket. Who wins it? I didn't get your name.
Morocco won.
I didn't get your name.
Hello?
I didn't get your name. I didn't get your name.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but I did not get your name.
Lawal. I wrote my name now.
Mr. Lawal. Okay, Mr. Lawal. Thank you very much. Who are you tipping tonight?
France to win 2-1.
Okay, so France will knock out Morocco.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Lawa. I also got your message. Thank you very much. It's 09136000410. It is the FIFA World Cup 2026 special on Sports Cruise on Mainland 98.3 FM. It is the first of the quarterfinal matches at this ongoing World Cup, and it's going to be France versus the only African representative left at the World Cup, which is the defending champions of the CAF African Cup of Nations, the Atlas Lions of Morocco. Who wins it tonight? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, can you hear me?
Good evening.
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Okay, you're clearer now. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Sᴘᴏʀᴛ from Lusada.
Okay, you're welcome. All the way from Lusada?
Yes, fine. I did France.
Oh, so you think France will win it this time around?
2 goes to 1.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a bold one. You're predicting France to win by 2-1.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Your prediction had also been noted on Facebook. Samuel Ajayi says Morocco 2, France 1. Falo Mobolale says well done. Thank you very much. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
The big man.
My Oga, who did there?
The Odogo of mainland. The last man standing.
Wow, we there. Now Morocco be last man standing now.
I will have go for Morocco, but now they are hosting. But it's going to be a tough game for France. But it's slight win for France. Then I want to ask you a question. Hello?
I'm with you. Go on.
Olise and Messi, who are the better World Cup outing this week? Olise of France and Messi, who are the better outing this week? Kenny from Mushin.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kenny from Mushin. Olise, Michael Olise, and Lionel Messi. Of course, it has to be Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi is 39, and he's the highest goal scorer at this World Cup with 8 goals. The first player to score in 7 consecutive World Cup games, and he's 39. He's got goals. He's got assists already in this World Cup. And in fact, his goals in the first 2 matches for Argentina, his goals took them to the next round of the World Cup. He scored 5 goals in 2 matches. His first game was a hat-trick, 3-0. His second was 2. Against Jordan, he didn't start. He came in from the bench. He scored a fantastic free kick. 6 goals in 3 matches at the group stages. It has to be Messi. Messi all the way. 09136000410. We press for time. We need to leave the studio. Okay, how can you support an arrogant boardroom African champions? France all the way. Thank you very much. Michael from Sabo Yaba. Hello, good evening.
Hello,
your name and where you calling from?
This is Emeka from Akute.
Mr. Emeka all the way from Akute. France, Morocco. Semi-final ticket on the line. Who wins it?
Well, before I the Morocco win, but now can't say they have missed something that they support something. This is my now 4-0
France 4, Morocco 0.
Before now, I bring my 2 God of Morocco, but start now we in a positive God of
You don't vex.
I don't live in moment. I don't vex.
No, voila. Well, thank you very much. 4-0 in favor of France. Aliu Abdurrahim on Facebook says, good evening to you. By France to win 2 goals to nothing, but we have to go. Okay, I can squeeze in this one. You see, forget it. Leo will not beat me. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
Yes, I'm predicting that match may end up in 1-1 and end in 10 penalty. Anybody can win at penalty.
So you're predicting a 1-1, 120 minutes, and anybody can win in the penalties?
Yes, anybody can win penalty. Okay. I'm predicting 1-1, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, of course, of the conversation today, I will have to join Game Changer tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. We'll have an extended version of the show for 120 minutes, but it's going to be in Yoruba, so you would enjoy everything you need to know about the World Cup, about the preparations that are ongoing. You remember the English Premier League would kick off next month. So are you excited? And I hope that your clubs will make the right transfers, buy the right players, so that you will not be begging Man City to beat Arsenal, so that Arsenal will not win the league, especially if you're a Chelsea fan. We have to go right now. A big shout out to Akorede Olarewaju. Big shout out to Ismail Abdul Jalil Adio, my own boy, for joining us. Of course, Ayola Yodeji for linking up with us on Facebook. Hey guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. I will be back next week, Monday, God willing, and have a beautiful day for yourself. And as you're going to watch the game, please stay safe and don't forget to keep your dial locked on Mainland 98.3 FM because we are the sound of Lagos.